Speaker number 5, John Howard. The ultimate ruler. The ultimate ruler, John Howard.
Mr. Toastmaster, ladies and gentlemen, did you see it? Did you hear it? Did you feel, taste, or smell it? No, none of us did. And yet, it's right here in our midst. And it is the ultimate ruler. For it is time. For only in time are we all created equal. We're not equal in skills, talents, and abilities. We're not equal in genetic endowment or economic opportunities. We're only equal in one thing: time. For we all have the same 1,440 seconds a day, 7 days a week, 3,900 weeks in a lifetime. Time. And what we choose to do with our energy ultimately determines the outcomes of our life. There it goes again. Another few seconds. They're gone. They're lost. Never to be retrieved, reclaimed, or relived. Time is a paradox. We never have enough of it, do we? And yet, we all have all there is. We all see it from a little different perspective, too, don't we? Years ago, when my youngest son was small, he was a little frustrated because I kept bringing home work every night, and we couldn't do what he wanted to do. Finally, he took his case to the highest court. Mom, can't they put him in a slower group? Ah, yes. Time is the ultimate ruler. Years ago, Brad and Tom were good friends, and they were very much alike. They went to the same school, played on the same little league football team. In fact, they played the same positions on that team: end, guard, and tackle. Well, it wasn't quite like that. They sat on the end of the bench, guarded the water bucket, and they tackled anybody that came near it. Yes, and they both dropped out of school in the 10th grade. They both got in trouble with the law. And they both got involved with drugs and drinking because for them it was the age of rebellion. And they were both on a cataclysmic collision course with hell. They both got married before they were 18. But today, many years later, if you were to look at these two friends, you would see there is a difference, because Brad has been married and divorced 3 times. He has no job, no education, and no future. He has spent most of his adult life out of work and on welfare. Tom has graduated from college with honors in electrical engineering. What changed in the lives of these two friends? For years ago, they both had dreams of the good life, of happiness and success, and they both had that spark of genius within them. And they both developed ignition troubles. But the difference and the results of their lives today was directly determined by what each of them chose to do with their time. For it is the ultimate ruler. Those minutes that we use today will mortgage our future tomorrow. Now, of these two friends, Tom faced far more formidable challenges in his young life than Brad, for during the midst of those tumultuous teenage years when he was involved in that rebellion and all of the problems that it created, he was diagnosed manic depressive. He also suffered from minimal brain dysfunction. Now, the manic depressive tendencies would manifest themselves in sudden and dramatic shifts in mood. Why, he could be in a wild, optimistic state of euphoria, and seconds later, in withdrawal and self-condemnation. minimal brain dysfunction is a learning disability. Didn't mean that he was less intelligent, no, absolutely not. But it meant that at that time in his life, that it took more and more repetitions of material before a topic was mastered. And yet, in the midst of this tapestry of anger and rebellion and frustration and disappointment, there were also woven threads of courage and hope and commitment. And at age 20, this 10th grade dropout took the GED high school equivalency test and passed. The SAT college entrance exam and passed. And as a new college student, he found himself now taking all of the dumbbell classes to pick up and internalize that essential pool of knowledge that he had missed from dropping out. He had to learn new study habits, and he had to work full-time to support his family. He went to school nights those first years, picked up the general requirements, and then he needed the technical classes, taught only in the daytimes. So he transferred to the night shift, 10 hours long, hard, physically grueling, demanding work, frequent overtime, and often he would find himself going to school with just 3 hours of sleep. He'd go to the library to study, and he would study standing up so that he wouldn't be tempted to put his head down on that desk. He studied on his breaks, his lunch hours, sometimes getting up at 3 and 4 in the morning just to study, even on weekends. Tell me, would it surprise you to see his name on the honor roll? No, not at all. See, I know these boys. I know them well. One is my son. They're 30 now. Brad is still uneducated, unemployed, in the prime of his life, adrift in a sea of opportunity and prosperity, and he sees no hope, no future. And from time to time, he's tempted to look at his friend who is so fortunate and say, "Oh, what a lucky fellow you are. If only I had a good job, a good education." But it's not luck. It's time. For time is the ultimate ruler. Mr. Toastmaster.